Path of the Damned. Yeah. No. Kryptonite, Superman's deadliest weakness. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Pillars of Eternity, a game I know nothing about.
Five wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night.
Sorry, continue.
Their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
As I was saying, I know virtually nothing about this game, except that it is an RPG. And I was just looking at the character creation process before the stream started, just peeking at it. And the level of customization, the number of options you have in this game are insane. And that seems like a complaint. It's not. But let me just get to it. Let's just presume I'm going to make my bard-type character. That's generally what I always do. The first thing they throw you is a curveball in the sense that they have a bunch of races that you've never seen before. So you got to spend your time reading all these to find out, generally what's good and what's not. Your standard dwarf and your standard elf. Fairly straightforward. But a godlike. That's not even the weirdest godlike that I saw. The first godlike had like this vortex face that was like animated. It was really crazy. It's not going to show it to me, but yeah, the original godlike was really weird. So you're going to have to bear with me. The character creation for this might take me quite a while. I will try to go quickly. That's handy. Little tooltips tell you what, background and stuff like that. So, my first thought was, I'm going to make my bard, right? Okay, so let's just say I pick human. Let's see what the difference between the savannah folk, ocean folk, and meadow folk are. Let's just get to the brass tacks. Once per encounter, 5 seconds after being reduced below 50% endurance, you gain temporary bonuses to accuracy and damage. Alright. Ocean folk. Oh, I guess that's generally just kind of their ethnicity. So all humans get this. Okay. Well, I'm just letting you guys know what you're in for. Because this is my first time going through this RPG, and it throws a lot of new stuff at you. And I'm not sure how many people know about this game. I know a lot of people came in here and immediately were saying, like, oh, I love this game, that's great. But I had not heard of this game previously until, I mean, I had it, but I think it was a gift. I honestly, I don't know when I got this game, but I was just looking through my list and it looked really cool. I think it's one of those games a lot of people have heard about but have never played. Anyway, let's just go with this one because he kind of looks like my concept of my character. Okay, now, there's no bard in this game, but there's some classes that intrigue me. As, like, what a cipher is. Sounds like a psionicist, really. As in, like, you know, mental affecting magic. Which is not my character, the character I had in mind. Although, if you look, he's got, like, 2 dueling swords. That's very swashbucklery. That's very in line with what my bard kind of does. But the class I saw that intrigued me was Chanter. Their hallowed phrases stirring the collective memory of wayward souls around them, compelling them to generate magical effects in a kind of reenactment. In some societies, chanters form organized groups of storytellers and researchers. So, you're like a bard. So I thought what I would do is go with the Chanter. So let's just go with that for now. And check out the names of these spells. This is amazing. I get to pick 2 spells. And these are the first level. They're called phrases, I guess, for chanters. So I've got to go through all these and find out which one I want. Blessed was Wengrid, quickest of his tribe. Okay, so that's a buff for other allies. Okay. Don't select it just yet. Reduces slashing and piercing damage of enemies in the area of effect. Minus 10% slash pierce damage. Okay. Thick grew their tongues, stumbling o'er words. Reduces concentration of enemies in the area of effect. Come, soft winds of death. Drains a portion of endurance from all enemies in the area of effect. Minus 2.1 endurance per 3 seconds. Well, that seems like the one offensive spell. At the sight of their comrades, their hearts grew bold, giving a bonus to fortitude and will. I think I like that one. That one's very bardic. Giving everyone a bonus to fortitude and willpower. Kind of a bard song type thing. I like that. Oh, man. Oh, and here are the level 1. Those were level 0s, I guess. Oh, nope. Phrases, invocations. These are different. But Rennie Darrett's ghost, he would not rest. Calls beyond the shroud and summons a phantom to fight for the party. Requires 3 phrases chanted. Okay, so they gotta chant 3 spells before they can chant the big spell. One would hope combat doesn't go that long, but, And Hel Heref crashed upon a shield. Summons 3 skeletons to fight for the party. What's the difference between that and Rennie Darrett's ghost? Summon 1 phantom or 3 skeletons? Interesting question. Increases slash and shock reductions. So, buff against dragon breath, I guess. The thunder rolled like waves on black seas. Creates a thunderous explosion that stuns and shoves enemies in the area of effect. Wow. That one's pretty good. Oh, 1 second. Okay, now here's what's good. Here's what I like about this one. It's not just the damage, but it's got a stun for 5 seconds. Stuns are good. At least I think they are. Thrice she was wrong and thrice justly avenged. Drains electrostatic energy from the environment to create 3 bolts of lightning, causing shock damage hitting their path. It's a lot of damage. White worms writhe in the bellies of the dead. Causes a nearby downed enemy to explode, expelling 3 white grubs and crushing nearby enemies. Oof, that's a lot of damage. That's the most damage so far. But I like the thunder rolled like waves on black seas. I also like the summons. It depends on whether or not I've got a tank or not. Let's go with, let's go with the summon. Rennie Darrett's ghost, he would not rest. Okay, now this is hard. This isn't your standard D&D stat line, where it's strength, dexterity, intelligence, wisdom, constitution. See, there's some that are still here, constitution and stuff like that, but... Yeah, paladins are in this game. See, now this one's weird. This is why I say it's weird. Might. Might represents a character's physical and spiritual strength, brute force, as well as their ability to channel powerful magic. So it's not just physical strength. Might is also the wizard's channeling ability. Now, but why would Constitution be ideal for a chanter? Overall health and stamina. It affects maximum health and endurance and contributes to fortitude defense. Highly recommended. I guess because it's a spellcaster? Oh, and might contributes to your healing as well. Dexterity, sleight of hand. And now I like what I want to be kind of a roguish type guy. And as I recall, being a chanter came with mechanics, which was traps and locks. So I don't want to tank on my dexterity necessarily. Perception. Accuracy, reflex, defense, and a bonus to interrupt. Intellect. Highly recommended for an enchanter. Deduction, sudden realizations, and problem solving. In combat, it contributes to the will defense and influences duration and areas of effect for all abilities and talents. Okay, so that's good. Resolve. Internal drive, determination, fearlessness, and the emotional intensity they can project to others. Leadership, huh? This might take me a little while. Trying to settle on a point mix. Dexterity. See, weirdly, dexterity sounds like a stat I kind of want to tank. Resolve. Highly recommended for Chanter, and just recommended for Chanter. Oh boy. See, I feel bad that I'm essentially ignoring the advice of the game on this one. And just going with 10. You suspect a Chanter for a first playthrough might be rough? I agree. Bards usually are rough. Let's go with this for now. What's this now? Living Lands Might plus... It's another stat buff. Can't believe I'm tanking dexterity. Is that smart? I guess if I'm not doing any range combat, which I'm not, it's okay. Let me do one that kicked my intellect up to 18. Old Vailia. It's either that or the Living Lands for my might. Well, let's go with role-playing here. What would my bard do? Crown Jewel of the Southern Seas. Proud of their rich cultural heritage. And I have to be the greatest swordsman in the world, so... Although I might be a... I don't know what Chanters specialize in for weapons. I might be carrying a spear. Or a pike, it looks like. That's another thing. Huh. Background. Survival +2. What is survival? Oh boy. Bonuses each time you camp. That sounds bardic. Extra lore. And survival. Athletics and mechanics. Doubling up on lore and mechanics. Drifter, stealth, and mechanics. I want to get my lore high. It's just a question of what my second one should be. I don't think I want survival. I think I want to be good at mechanics as well. If I'm going to have the skill, I want to be good at it. I don't want to half-ass it on mechanics. Once per encounter, characters with athletics can use the second wind ability to recover lost endurance. A higher athletic score increases the effect of second wind. In conversations and scripted interactions, it's used for physical feats like climbing, swimming, and jumping. Lore and mechanics. I'm gonna go with lore and mechanics. I'm gonna double up on my two current strengths. Do merchant. Now that's some hair right there. What difficulty? I'm playing on normal. A few more scars than I normally like, but that's fine.
Hey there.
I'm flattered.
I'll teach you a lesson! I'll take a peek. Hey there. Leading the way. Ha! Easy now.
Ready when you are.
I'll lead the way. Death to our enemies.
I'll go on ahead.
Nah, that's not him at all.
Yeah? I've got this.
I'll teach you a lesson! Easy now. Leading the way. Onward! Let's keep quiet.
Yeah, we'll do noble. Unbelievable, I actually finished. I didn't think I'd get through it in one sitting. The caravan master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red mustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there. Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who would be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the caravan master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first.
His name is
Got a sick
Edema.
one here.
Where would I find these berries?
They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one. Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear.
Your character's attributes, skills, class, race, culture, and sex may open up options for you in dialogue. These options are not necessarily superior to your other options, but give you a wider variety of choices to select from. Okay.
Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
Game's already running better than Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, I found out why... it sounds obvious in hindsight why Baldur's Gate 3 wasn't running wasn't running well. It was on my end. It turns out live streaming and hosting the gaming session, a multiplayer gaming session at the same time, not so great for your bandwidth. At all. So it's small wonder, now that I think about it, why the game was running like crap. It's a waste of an hour and a half, really.
Not if you hurry about your business. And not if the weather holds up.
What kind of weather do they get out here? Well, I don't know if Baldur's Gate 3 pushes that much data in and out. But live streaming and doing anything multiplayer, that's a strain on your bandwidth. And I'm not actually sure how good my internet is. I'm not the one who pays for it. So I'm not actually sure what kind of hookup I have. I could do a bandwidth test, of course, but not right now.
This time of year, rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a beawick, born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never cared to.
There's other things I could do to help maybe make a Baldur's Gate 3 stream more effective. One is having Jackson host it or someone else host it. That's the big one. I've considered playing with the live stream settings. Not just video quality, but the latency. If I turn the latency way up, it might make a difference. I'm not sure. I'm not very knowledgeable about the mechanics of OBS and live streaming, but that might help a lot, actually, if I turn the latency up.
They don't got Adra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
I'll go see about those berries, then.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
He scans over the travelers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armor-clad woman who has spent the journey's night sleeping on an uneven ground without blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha! He needs to find some spring berries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Eder should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
I shall.
Caravaner. Welcome to Pillars of Eternity. If this is your first visit, you may want to watch these windows, okay? Let's save.
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale. Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road. Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look. I'm a trader, originally from the Eder Empire, but I've been trying to establish new business out here. Life on the road has brought some unexpected challenges, to be sure. And I'm sure you've noticed how prickly the locals can be. But we're here to make the most of things, right?
Oh, the Caravan Master is Bateau from Ghost in the Shell. Ah, I can hear it now, yeah.
Something else you need? Looks like we're settled for the night.
What do I have? A hard to read text thing. Look at that text up there where it says Gon's Pledge. It's all vibrating. Right click for details. This item grants the ability to shield the wearer from the myriad perils that plague the world of Yora. An aspect of the god Eothas, Gon represents the harvest of old age. Symbolized here by the many interlocking sickles upon the ring. Plus 15 endurance. Giant miniature space piglet. This must be some DLC thing. This tiny titanic pig has an otherworldly appearance that seems to be at odds with its endearing behavior. Retrain character. No, Andy, I've never tried this game before. But, dumb question now. What weapons can my character use? Yeah, it's a reference to Boo's hamster, but... Any weapons, you say? Okay, I do indeed have a spear. Whereas she has a big damn torch. And a battle axe. And a medium shield round.
Something else you need?
I got 100 coins. Well, I think I'm set for weapons. Lockpicks. Yes, I need lockpicks. Oh, they're 34 a piece? They're 38 a piece? Eesh. Just one, huh? Okay. Alright, where are we going? Exploration is key in Pillars of Eternity. Hello.
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
What's this? What's that? Nasty looking wolf. Okay, now that we're in combat with a doggy, I wonder how many times I can cast my... what do they call them? Phrases? I'm playing with real-time combat. Am I? It keeps auto-pausing. Okay, there are attacks of opportunities, or disengagement attacks. Yes, Miko, I'm playing as a chanter. All characters in this game, friend or foe, have 4 primary defenses against attacks. You can chant all the time, no limits. Well, what just happened to me with this aura? Yeah, the auto-pausing said the tutorials. Yeah, I figured.
This is it.
I used to transport things people wanted kept secret. Goods, people. How is it you happen to come out here? Ah, explaining my backstory now. I'm gonna continue on the city, see where that takes me. I'll probably wander for a while. Yeah. Sorry if I don't read all the dialogue. But I'll leave it up for you guys to read if you like. Pillars of Eternity 2 is fully voiced? Cool. Wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfell's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like when he feels like it. Get away from this deer. Disgusting. Hey, more berries.
We shouldn't stray too far.
Don't plan to. This is running so much smoother than Baldur's Gate 3. I know the circumstances are vastly different, I know. Hey, a free lockpick. Neat. Just help myself to it, I guess. Tab? Oh. That's handy.
I'll have this open in no time. It's done.
Hope nobody gets mad. I just pop that sucker open. Potion of minor endurance. That's a lot of endurance. At least compared to her. My hit point's not so hot, because I dump stat in my constitution. Even though it told me not to do it.
Still waiting on Sparfell, which means he's ignored me again. If I'd known he wanted to slow us down, I'd have just tied him to the back of the wagon and dragged him. I'm sorry, you want your water, you better go find him. He's got all the skins.
Shit, come on, let's go look for him.
But where'd he go? Let's see if I can turn the movement speed up here. Scroll speed. Let's do voice frequency 20%. Don't need them saying, acknowledging me every time I click on them, do I? That's better. The fallen tree doesn't budge.
Not looking forward to trying to lift that thing tomorrow.
Oh, the river's over this way. Of course it is.
What a surprise. Sparfle went hunting. At least he left the water skins. Come on.
Ooh. You've gained a quest item, full water skin. Out of the trees emerges Sparfle, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there is a strangeness to his gait. His stride wobbly as he moves towards you with labored breath.
Sparfle? Are you alright?
He wants brains. Nope. Strangest thing. Ambush!
Ambush!
Wait, I just started chanting just... Is it automatically selecting chants to go with? Because I didn't authorize that. I'd rather choose what I was going to chant at people. Above my portrait, I have AI activated. Yeah, I see that. I've been hit hard, too. Damn. Well, right now, I just want to run up and stab them, so... Party AI is fine. Sometimes a weapon or spell isn't well suited to penetrating an enemy's damage reduction. You'll hear your characters complain about it when it happens. Take heed, note the damage type that's being blocked, and switch to a weapon or spell type that does different damage.
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
In a minute, we got some fat loot. Beer! Thank you, Patrick. Could I please try to look into Spike Chunsoft Games, Danganronpa, the Nonner Games, AI Somnium? I actually have 2 of those. I've only taken a brief look at Danganronpa. The answer is yes, I could. Don't know if I will, but I could. Shrooms? You never know what I'm in the mood for. Okay, why is the green meter here? Did I take actual damage? I did. Like, I think that's because I'm sick. Uh-oh. Spoilers.
See my smooth.
They're picking on me. Not a fan of that. Every time you get damage in combat, it detracts from your total hit points, so you take only so much damage before you have to rest. Hatchets and shields. All around you lie the massacred remains of other travelers. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. A lore option. The ruin has not been sullied by our hands, men of Ire Glanfath. Don't trust them. They mean to kill us all. Chanters are good tanks? I hope so. Because I got my butt kicked there just now. It wasn't my intention to make a tank character. I'm not sure what my intention was, but a tank wasn't it. Only a fool attacks a weak enemy while a stronger one yet lives. Your courage is a mask. None of you has yet slain a true warrior. Judging by the string of animal teeth around your neck, I'm guessing you are worshippers of Galawain. If Galawain told you to stop protecting the ruins, would you? Of course, but he would not. It is by the command of all the gods we would accept this charge. Wow, I'm really talking in circles around this guy. Well, it made him hesitate. You scored a crit. A crit is better than a hit. Hell yeah, it is. Like I said, I may have to turn the party AI off just so I have a feeling like... Just so I have the feeling that I'm choosing my spells. Like, the fact that he chants automatically, I don't really feel like I'm doing anything. I'm just kind of clicking and sitting back and watching. Even if it slows things down, I feel like I'd rather manually cast the stuff myself. We'll see. Seated against a wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom.
Get inside! Run!
Bateau! Don't look at it, Marion! Keep your eyes shut! Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off your feet with every step. You set your hands on the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With the last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up on the ledge. As Heoden nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers who had been feigning death lunges for Heoden and topples him on the rocky ground. Jan says, I believe chanting is always on, and you simply get to define what your chanting does later as you level. You can set up macros for multiple chants with different effects, all performed in sequence. I guess I understand. It just it seems strange. There's a lot going on that I don't know what's going on. There's a lot happening under the hood, and I'm not entirely sure what it is. As it stands, I'm just kind of sitting back and watching characters just swing and fall down. Throw your weapon at the attacker. Dexterity 15 requirement not met. Ah, I hit him with my spear. Well, I had a bow as well, but it wasn't readied. This deep resonance, the swelling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you. Chanters are dynamic aura casters, basically. Okay. I'm learning. We now face the long dark of Moria.
Was that?
A Bewick. Had to be.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside.
Now here's a question. Do I still have my spear? I do not. I threw it away. Couldn't have picked a tougher class to start with? That's bards, baby. Well, looks like we're going to arm ourselves with a hatchet. Give me that beer. Okay, I gotta see what class this other guy is. Actually, I need to see what class she is as well. What? She's a fighter. Makes sense. And he is a rogue. He's a straight up rogue. And he's better than me at mechanics, which annoys me. Not much better, but better. Hatchet, +5 deflection. That's good. Deflection seems good to me. And he's got twin knives. She's still got the torch and axe. Yeah, I could use the bow in slot 2, but bows are not my thing, I don't think, with with my dexterity being 10. I guess it's better than having no thing in there. But it's probably not going to be my primary option. Slow mode no, I hit the S key. And it activated slow mode. You can switch new weapon sets by selecting the weapon icon from the individual character's action bar. Where? Ah. Edit chance. Aha. This is my macros. Chancers spend most of the time in combat speaking chants. Chants are arranged strings of magical phrases that produce different effects. Don't worry about dexterity. You can use a bow just fine with this low dex. Even so, my character I think my character is more melee focused, so I don't think I'll be switching that much. But she should also have a bow ready. As one phrase ends, its effects will linger, overlapping with the effects of the next phrase. When a chant reaches the end of the final phrase, it will loop back to the beginning. Careful arrangement of phrases can produce a powerful sequence of passive effects. That sounds complicated. But I asked for it. Click on a chant to select it. Phrases clicked on the left panel will be added to selected chant. If you wish to remove a phrase, click on a phrase.
That should be far enough. But what now?
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
What happened up there? Windstorm. Yeah, oh, I got that. I will be right back. I'm going to get a drink. Just a minute. Okay. Now to read what's going on. Okay, so Happy John in the chat does not enjoy Pillars of Eternity. So about that tea. Left or right? I always go left.
Someone else has been here. We should move.
Ooh, a mace. You've discovered some camping supplies. Brian wonders if he let Heoden try to break out on his own, whether he would have actually died. I think he would have. I think that barbarian dude could have easily killed him. You're right, Jesus. I could rest. I think I'm okay for now. Ooh. I smell puzzle. A Zarep. Yeah, but I don't want to waste my camping supplies. If I camp now, I lose my camping supplies. Now, if I go in here, do I pick a fight with this guy?
Be quiet.
Uh-oh. That did it. That didn't work. Scouting mode is used for stealth and finding hidden objects like traps and secret containers. Well, now I feel bad because I'm going to slaughter this little guy. While scouting, your selection circles will start to fill with yellow when a character is starting to detect them. Well, he's not detected yet. Shit. You got balls, son. I give you that.
Wait. Do you hear that?
No. What's recovery speed?
Look at the tiles. What are those symbols?
Looks like a good way to get killed to me. Oh boy.
Those symbols. Just like the tiles.
Fire godlike. A symbol of interwoven rings is inscribed on this pillar. An unlit brazier sits at its base. It could be lit if you had the means. Not just yet. We touch nothing. Are these the pillars of eternity? Ooh, some goo. Lesser black ooze. Gross. Let's collect some samples.
Of course.
A pole axe.
Where'd that slime come from?
Looks like it came from this gooey hole in the wall here. Looks like it's having a bad day. A viscous slick of something dark and tar-like runs down this wall. The shapes and bulges in the ooze suggest that something lies beneath it, but you can't tell what. You've already missed a puzzle? No, I haven't. I have just let it sit for now. Oh, I don't think touching this is the wise move. Place the gem in the eye socket. No, I mean, I may have... I didn't miss it. I found it, and I just didn't... I chose not to solve it. Yes, I mean the trap buttons. Oh, shit! That's not the puzzle you were talking about. I think you meant this. Minor cloak of protection. Sounds like the sort of thing a guy like me should wear. Nice. But which ones to light? That's an altogether different question.
What's this?
Ooh, Lord.
How can I help?
It's all trapped.
Worth a look.
I guess there's potential for some decent XP if I can disarm all of them. But I'm not going to get greedy just now.
Fresh air in here. I think we found an exit. Sounds like the storm path, too.
Well...
Worth a look.
Okay, well that's that. Uh-oh. Skulder Whelp.
That looks weak. Could be a shortcut.
That puzzle with the braziers. Use hammer and chisel to weaken the wall. Alright, let's solve this puzzle before we go further. I hate to run all the way back here, but... If that was a puzzle, I've screwed it up. Oh well.
I could scout ahead, see what's around the corner.
Hint, hint, traps, hint.
The better part of valor.
Oh, wow, it stunned the shit out of me. Okay, so this was just another way around the trap hallway. Twisty! Oh, shit.
Ace.
I wonder if I got anything bonus for flanking damage. Like if there's an advantage to moving rogues to flank, like in D&D. Bats as large as chickens are hung up in the web. Ooh, that's descriptive. A rapier, one-handed, speed, fast. Maybe being a little overly cautious here with the sneaking, but we'll see. Sunlight. Looks like Firelink Shrine. Just reading here. His helmet is the grandest of all.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word, true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book. Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth, and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
And Ravenclaw initiation is weirder than I expected. Give thy souls to the holy spinning egg. Cool. For an instant, the apparatus goes silent and the air is still. Have we been sent back in time? Oh boy. The man with the grand helmet. Holy shit, they're dead? Wow. One of your characters has become fatigued. Fatigue represents physical and psychological wear and tear of demanding activity on a character. That's pretty bold, actually, to kill them off. I was just getting to know the lady. Fatigue goes through multiple stages, initially inflicting minor penalties, but growing in severity over time. Resting is the easiest way to remove the effects of fatigue, though some consumables can also remove it. Ooh. I have earned enough experience to advance a level. I guess we'll do this. Yeah. We'll get that thunder spell. Talents. Oh my god, there's so many. There's so many. See, if I really am a tank, then I need to get stuff like this. Thank you, Toby Saru. I'm doing okay. Weapon focus peasant. +6 accuracy. Prestidigitators missiles. I think getting weapon focus might be the smartest move. Plus 15% of hits converted to crits with one-handed melee weapons. Ooh, guns! We'll do one-handed style. I do most of my best things with one hand. Or at least most of my favorite things. I'm all sad now. My friends are dead. Plus 20, minus 25% maximum endurance, minus 20 accuracy. That is brutal. Scale armor. For a fighter, that's pretty good. I'm going to put on the leather armor. Thank you, Brian. Man, it'll look dashing. Don't I look dashing? Guess we'll save under a new slot. I don't have a larger inventory, actually. This is all I've got. See that? I can try to pick up more stuff. Nope, I'm full. Does the helm do anything, or is it just cosmetic? That's my extra inventory. Now I look less dashing. Now I look like a dork in a helmet. I can put stuff I pick up into the extra inventory as well. I don't have to pick it up and transfer it. Well, I kind of think I did. Oh. Well, I've now stripped them and left their naked bodies to rot in the sun. Thank you for telling me, because I would not have gotten that otherwise. This isn't really happening. Vessel flesh? Ew. Massive stone structures of stone, arda, and copper, and covered in strange glyphs. Jesus says to rest, but I wonder if I can make it to town. I'm gonna see what happens. I can only go to Valewood. I can't jump straight to there. It'll take you 6 hours to complete your journey. Sure. Now, I will rest. Set up a tent, get out of the rain. I'll save first. Hey, cool, the time of day changed. What is that? Blood moss. What is that? Who's that? Cave. Ghost. Bear cave. I'm not going into no friggin' bear cave. You think I'm crazy?
Welcome.
Our caravan was attacked. I'm trying to get to Gilded Vale. Never mind the woods, there's a strange machine in the ruins up north. What's your hurry? Great monstrous thing, and Pearly, he didn't make it. Was killed by Man-Bear Pig. I'm super ethereal. Outlaw. Uh-oh. This is bad. I wonder if running is an option. This is bad. I'm gonna die. I can't even drop one of them. I'm gonna lose a bunch of progress. But whatever. Collect my plants again. Let's find that outlaw. I want to get his sword. Or her sword. I think it's a she. See, one of them I can take. Oh shit. Well, I got mobbed.
Attack!
Woo! These aged walls appear to have once encircled this entire glade. Only a small fragment remains, and the stairs leading to the top of the structure have crumbled away. Examine the wall more closely. Given the right tools, one might easily reach the top. It's too hard.
Good day to you.
Well, we're gonna save those bandits and the bear for a later time. Until I can get some backup. My situation has not improved.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
I feel at home already.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever sired a Hollowborn child?
No.
Are you absolutely certain? Lord Radric has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village. I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst. His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just southwest of here.
Give me just 1 minute. Something I gotta do. Let's see. Okay. That tree over there. Have you noticed?
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all.
They're wizards of anime.
But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Keep out of...
Listen!
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed. 3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
Don't threaten me, little man. I don't think that'd be the wise thing to say, considering the number of bodies hanging from the tree. You come to us at a time of mourning. The legacy has struck at the heart of Gilded Vale. Wow, I got some pretty good experience for that. There's actually a lot of detail went into this thing. I guess he wasn't serious when he said I could check her pockets. Wherever she is. Phalian. Yeah, I gotta run all the way back here again.
Were you looking for someone in that tree? I could introduce you.
Well, he didn't have much to say. I saw someone go in the temple. Papa says we're not supposed to. Whoa. Oh my god. Meanwhile, this guy's wondering why I'm staring at him like a weirdo. Ah, good. Well, who is Aloth and why is he highlighted on my map here? Ah, a Vulcan.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
Ooh, a fight.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Why, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
That's where you're wrong.
I don't think attacking him is such a good idea. And why's that? You can ignore or kill all the gold-named NPCs. They're just Kickstarter fluff. Uh-huh. Well, he's not golden named, so he must be a plot character.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation. Courtesy is a rare pleasure in these parts, though your accent suggests that you are no more local than I. Well, I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvisor, at your service. Well, I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Eder Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I'm grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land. And how exactly did you come to be here?
Oh, that's a very strange story. But let's go with the simple version.
In Gwithan Ruins? Well, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. In half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there? And you survived? I've heard such a thing was impossible. But it seems you either have a knack for timing or the favor of the gods. An excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
I've been experiencing strange things of late. I'm looking for an expert on souls.
Indeed. The local lord has searched far and wide for similar specialists. He has rid himself of them almost as desperately. I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Eder like it was yesterday.
You did tell that one to go fuck his sister. I see.
Begging your pardon, but neither do you. Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places.
Well, nice meeting you.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
I trust you completely.
Excellent. I shall follow you.
So he's got a book in one hand. And that's pretty much all he needs, I guess. And a scepter. Alos's leather armor has been lightly enchanted to enhance its spellcasting abilities. It appears to have custom decorative patterns stitched into the surface. Unlike most Derwoodian armor, Alos has been tailored in the Eder style, meaning the torso is more heavily reinforced, but it lacks sleeves. Recovery speed 10% plus 10% ability area of effect. Cool. And he's smarter than me. A lot smarter than me. I mean, a whole lot smarter than me. Can't do anything else. But he's smart. Click on a spell in the right panel to remove it from the grimoire. Add spells by clicking on the spell in the left panel. Ingrod's house. Blackhammer Smithery, Temple of Eothas. Windmill. I wonder if this Eder guy has anything else to say. Nope. Milk. Har, har, har.
How do you do?
I could use some reliable help. Do you know of anyone looking for work? Oh, I can just hire a nameless grunt. Would that I had the money.
Good day to you.
I have a quest. A mighty quest. Strum Brightblade. Huzzah! Whoa. Wonder what the purpose of this is. Does that gain me anything? I don't even know. Feel a vibrant history contained in this man's soul. This is a backer, it's just fluff. I see. I thought they had gold names. I could use a good dog. I don't want to just take the dog. I will pet the dog. It's not my dog. Doge. How do I use dog? There should be a pet slot in the inventory. If there is, I don't see it. Oh, that's why. I had the other character selected. Doge. Let's check out this temple. Yep, something bad happened here. Have a care if you mean to go in. This place is not so empty as I thought. So, you want me to bring you some skeletons? Oh boy. What do you think? Should we search the temple, or should we go north and try to find that tavern keep? Maybe clear that bear cave. This seems like a job for more than 2 characters. Offer's house. Call of the Sea, a first-person adventure game, is apparently free at Epic Game Store. First, those bandits. Maybe with a little backup, things will go differently. Guys are hardy. Best swordsman in the world. Happy birthday, Nick.
Hail and well met.
There's the tavern guy. Time to save.
Quest.
they seal.
Bear time.
They seal.
Oh my god, that thing hits like a truck. Dead. Oh my god. Woo! The party is deed. So much for that. How do I get Eder to join? I already found him in town. He just says, "Welcome to the village." He just says hello, that's all. You gotta have a dream first, then go to the tree. Little arrows in the center of the UI can speed up or slow down the game. Let me see that. Oh. I see. Thank you. Yeah, he just says welcome to the village. could sleep at the inn.
Good day, stranger.
Tenfrith told us what you did for him. It's such a relief to have him back. No problem. Hey, a free room. Groovy. Well, it's not technically a free room. I wonder if I'm going to get robbed in the common room. Because it certainly ain't cheap. Yeah, Ganksy, I know I can get mercs here, but they're too expensive. I don't have the money. Need to ask the guard about the Soul Reader lane. I'm getting Disco Elysium flashbacks now. Ooh, experience points from the dream, too. Well, do I ever need to level up lore again with the mage in my party? You can dump points into a few scholar characters to spread the usage. Well, I think I'll spread out my points a little bit here. I need someone who can do athletics, so having a few points spread out there should help. Dull the edge, blunt the point. We'll get that. Oh, I don't know what's good for him. Oh boy. Rolling flame. Corrosive siphon. Necrotic lance. Corrode damage. That sounds good. That's not what I wanted. Oh no. I didn't know I could get 2 spells. I thought I only got 1. Infuse with vital essence. What is that? Temporary hit points. I wonder if that's good. Infuse with vital essence. It's something I gotta cast ahead of time, though. We'll do rolling flame. Thank goodness I was able to change my selection. Oh, there she is.
Have you come here for me, dear? Or have you gotten lost? Ah, it is both, I think. Yes? The world looks a little different than it used to, is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there. You have seen past the shroud. It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes? Remembers how it sees when it leaves the body, like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
Okay, I'll ask.
What indeed? Long hours have many animancers spent studying such things. Not I, though. Not I. I'll tell you what I know, though, since fair is fair, and here we are visiting, you and I, and it reminds me of better times. Souls pass on, some say through Audra stones, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it, sometimes more than they were before, but usually less and seldom the same. For all souls there is a time where they do not live, yet have not passed on, and those souls roam the world, same as you or I, either leaving or lost.
Fireflies.
But no one sees them because they have forgotten how. A watcher sees, though, knows what to look for. And sometimes they know a person just by looking at them. Know where they've been in ages past when their bodies were other bodies. See memories even their owner can't recall. A wonder to behold when all goes well. A wonder. Oh, nothing to be afraid of, I'm sure. It's just much to take in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping or other difficulties. You should see old Merwald. He could tell you much more than I. A watcher just like you. Helped many in his day. Took up in an old keep no one would claim. Not far, not far. Kadnua, beyond the Black Meadow. He will welcome the company. Did you now, dear? My, that would be something, wouldn't it? Could be luck, could certainly be. A storm can be a careless thing. Or maybe it got its hands around your soul but couldn't pick it up. A soul can be heavy if it stayed in one piece through its time. Strong souls, we call them in the trade. Cold, I mean. Called them. Those days are all behind me, no? Oh, yes. Entropy. Rimagan's work. We know little of why or how. We lose pieces of ourselves when we die, and pick up pieces of others when we are born again. But less than what we lost. We tried to stop it with the animantic sciences, but with little success. No. A very small few resist Rimergan's influence and stay together through some force of defiance, at least for a time. But they all succumb eventually, I think. Me? I'll bore you to tears, though. A student of the soul.
I like the voice acting.
Something so basic, yet so poorly understood. But so many breakthroughs have been made in my lifetime. Had been made. Had been. To hear the locals tell it, we're a gang of soul manglers that preys upon the weak-minded. And the worst of us are. But the best of us, the best? Inspirations, miracle workers. My parents were soul twins. Miserable before they met, empty inside. It was an animancer who helped one find the other. Turned their lives around. You wouldn't believe the stories. Amnesiacs helped to remember their lives. The suicidal brought back from the brink of oblivion. The elderly afforded extra moments to say their goodbyes. How soon we forget when we're afraid. It's a fascinating science. A fascinating time to be alive in a place like Deerwood that does not control the research, no? I love the Valian republics for many things, But their recent caution will leave them behind, I fear. Of course, dear. Goodbye, my dear. It was lovely visiting.
Granted Crucible of the Soul. Meaning what?
Sip.
Some activated combat ability, you say?
$17.5. Well, could be 18, depending on how you count the dwarf woman. The dwarf woman. You were trying to figure out whether to count her as a full person. I think you oughta. The people hanging from the tree. 18 of them. Well, last I counted, anyway. Name's Eder. Though to the people around here, might as well be 19. Don't think I'd put you much higher than 22, 23 tops. You look like the sort that likes to get involved. I was smoking over here, saw you staring at her. Twice I refilled my pipe. You never so much as blinked. Your mouth was so slack I took you for a Radric at first. Careful, friend. Best not use that word round here. Could be any number of Radric bootlickers within earshot. Ciphers, animancers, watchers. Same thing in the eyes of folks around here, Radric especially. They come through these parts all the time with their cures, preying on the desperate. None of them are who they claim to be. Of course, seeing you with that funny look, I'd be halfway inclined to believe you were having some kind of communion with that dwarf. Either case, maybe I'm not 19 after all. No offense. The town's had it in for me for a long time now. Only fellow who ever stuck up for me, well, he's number 18 up there. My headman on the farm. Used to be my captain during the war. We blew him up. Picked the wrong god. That's what it comes down to. Used to be a lot of Aethys worshippers in Gilded Vale. That mess of rocks over there, that was a temple to him, to give you some idea. Then one day, somebody named Widewind shows up on Deerwood's doorstep. Says he's the living flesh of Aethys. Got an army with him. Suddenly, Aethys isn't so popular in these parts. My brother Woden and me, neither of us believed it. No way was that Aethys. He enlisted, and then I did too. But, he didn't make it back. After the war, people took to punishing Aethys worshippers, accusing them of treason. Got real ugly, especially after the legacy started. Folks needed someone to blame. I was safe because I fought, but then this rumor starts that my brother, that he was on the wrong side. And I wasn't so safe anymore. Until my headman stepped in and said they'd have to hang him to get to me. Seems that's no longer a concern. Of course, the townies don't do the hanging these days, but when Radric's men come, they got no problem doing the pointing. Seem to remember hearing something about that years ago. He tamed that place. People would seek him out for all kinds of things. Troubles of the soul, questions for the departed. Of course, that was back when you didn't have to say Watcher with a hush on your breath. A man such as that, there'd be things I'd want to ask him. Don't know why I never thought of it before. Not sure how I feel about setting out with a stranger, and a strange one at that. But truth be told, you might be the only one in town who wouldn't feel some relief seeing me swing from that tree. All right then, guess I'll do some sightseeing. As long as you're not the one picking the sights.
Wonderful. And he is a fighter. Saints War Armor. Yeah, that's pretty butch. All right, I think I'm gonna call it take a break here for a while. Seems like a good place to stop. Thank you guys for coming down to watch, and I'll see you next time.